The sky didn't just darken, it collapsed. At first, people thought it was another storm, the kind that comes and goes, the kind that Goku would probably laugh at, fly into, and come back smiling. That's what everyone believed. That's what everyone trusted. But this wasn't a storm. This was silence. Birds stopped mid-flight, like something had stolen the air from their wings. Oceans froze in place, not with ice, but with fear. Even the wind, it just gave up, and then he appeared, floating high above the earth, completely still, Goku. But something was wrong. No goofy smile, no excitement in his eyes, no playful energy, just emptiness, a cold, terrifying emptiness that didn't belong to him. Down below, cities froze. People stared up at the sky, confused at first, then afraid, because even those who didn't know him could feel it. This wasn't their hero. This wasn't the man who saved them again and again. This was something else, something worse, far away. On Kami's lookout, the first to truly understand what was happening, was Piccolo. He clenched his fists, his eyes narrowing as he stared into the distance. No. He whispered, his voice shaking for the first time in years. That energy, that's Goku. But it's wrong. Behind him, Gohan stepped forward, his heart already racing. Dad, he said softly, almost afraid to say the word. Piccolo didn't answer right away. He didn't want to, because saying it out loud would make it real. But then, the ground beneath them cracked. Pulse of energy exploded across the planet, silent, invisible, but crushing, like gravity itself had turned against everything. Gohan dropped to one knee. Instantly. What is this? He gasped. Piccolo gritted his teeth. That's him. That's Goku. Back in the sky, Goku slowly lowered his head, looking down at the world beneath him, his world, the one he fought, for the one he protected, and yet there was no warmth in his gaze, only disappointment. So this is it, he muttered, his voice calm, too calm. This is everything I kept saving. His fist tightened, a faint black aura began to leak from his body, not explosive like his usual power, but heavy, suffocating, like it was draining the life out of the air itself. I sacrificed everything for this place, he continued quietly. Fought enemies stronger than gods. Died more than once. His eyes darkened further, and for what? In an instant, boom, a shockwave erupted from him, not loud, but devastating. The clouds split apart across the entire planet. Mountains cracked, cities trembled, people screamed, and then Goku disappeared, not vanished, moved faster than anyone could track. He reappeared in the middle of a city. No landing, no sound, just there. People froze around him. Some recognized him immediately. It's toward him, tears in her eyes. Please, something's happening. We don't know what. She never finished her sentence. Goku looked at her, just looked, and the ground beneath her feet crumbled, not exploded, not attacked, just erased, like her existence had been rejected. The crowd went silent, confused, terrified. Goku tilted his head slightly, observing them like they were insects. You're all so weak, he said softly. A man stepped forward, angry now. Hey, what's wrong with you? This isn't funny. Goku didn't respond. He raised one hand, and then half the city disappeared. No blast, no explosion, just gone. Buildings, streets, people, gone. The sky above flickered, like reality itself couldn't process what just happened. Back at the lookout, Gohan's eyes widened in horror. No, he screamed. Piccolo's face hardened. That wasn't an attack, he said slowly.
He didn't destroy it.
He erased it. Gohan's hands trembled. Why would he do that? That's not my dad. Piccolo didn't look at him, because deep down, he wasn't sure that was true anymore. Back in the city ruins, Goku looked at his hand. There was no excitement, no thrill, just confirmation. So it works, he murmured. He slowly turned, scanning the rest of the planet, so fragile. His aura expanded again, darker this time. Maybe this world doesn't deserve to exist anymore, and for the first time in his life, Goku smiled, not the warm, innocent smile everyone loved, but something cold, something empty, something, first far away. Multiple energy signatures suddenly flared. Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, and the others. They were coming. Fast. Goku closed his eyes for a moment, almost like he was welcoming it. Good, he whispered. At least I won't be bored while I end everything. The wind returned, but this time, it carried fear because the truth had finally begun to settle in. This wasn't a battle to save Earth anymore. This was a battle to survive Goku. The air didn't feel the same anymore. It wasn't just heavy. It felt wrong. Like the world itself knew something had broken, and it couldn't fix it. Gohan pushed himself off the ground, his body still shaking from that single wave of energy. That wasn't just power, he said, breathing hard. It felt like something was missing. Piccolo nodded slowly, his eyes locked on the horizon. Yeah, it's like his energy isn't alive anymore. Gohan looked at him, confused. What do you mean? Piccolo hesitated for a second, I mean, your father's kid. It used to feel warm. Even when he was angry, even when he was fighting. There was always life in it. Hope. His voice dropped. Now, it feels like a void. Like everything it touches just disappears before Gohan could respond. A massive pressure slammed into the... Look out. Boom. The tiles cracked beneath their feet, and then he was there, Goku, standing just a few steps away from them. No sound, no warning, just presence. Gohan's heart stopped for a moment. Dad? Goku didn't answer. His eyes slowly moved toward Gohan, and for a split second, something flickered. Recognition. But it vanished just as quickly. You've grown, Goku said calmly. But not enough. Gohan flinched. That voice. It sounded like him, but empty. Like someone was copying Goku without understanding what made him him. Piccolo stepped in front of Gohan instantly. Goku, he said firmly, whatever this is, snap out of it. Goku looked at Piccolo. Then he chuckled. A low, quiet laugh. Snap out of it? He repeated. You think this is a mistake? His aura pulsed, dark energy dripping off him like smoke. This is the first time I've ever been clear. Piccolo's eyes narrowed. Clear enough to kill innocent people? Goku tilted his head slightly. Innocent? He said, almost curious. Is that what you call them? In a flash, he was gone. Piccolo barely had time to react before, crack, a punch slammed into his stomach, sending him flying across the lookout, crashing through pillars and skidding across the ground. Piccolo! Gohan shouted. Goku stood where Piccolo had been, slowly lowering his fist. They're weak, he said. They rely on us to save them. Over and over again, he looked up at the sky. And we keep doing it. Like fools. Gohan stepped forward, anger rising in his chest. That's what heroes do. That's what you taught me. For a moment, silence. Then Goku looked at him again. And this time, there was something colder in his eyes. I taught you wrong. Boom. Gohan powered up instantly, his aura exploding around him. No, you didn't, he said, his voice shaking but determined. You taught me to protect people, to care about them. Goku walked toward him slowly, completely unfazed by Gohan's power. And where did that get you? Goku asked. Peace? No. He shook his head slightly. Just stronger enemies. More destruction. More death. He stopped right in front of Gohan. You call that protection? Gohan clenched his fists. We keep fighting because it matters. Because people trust us. Goku's expression didn't change. And that trust made you weak. In an instant, Goku's hand shot forward. Gohan barely blocked it, but the impact still sent a shockwave across the lookout, shattering the remaining structures. Gohan gritted his teeth. He's stronger than before. Goku pushed slightly, and Gohan was forced back, sliding across the ground. You're holding back, Goku said calmly. Still afraid to hurt me. Gohan's eyes widened. That's why you'll lose. Before Goku could strike again, voice cut through the air. Step away from him. Both of them turned. Vegeta. Standing at the edge of the lookout, his aura blazing, eyes filled with fury. You've gone too far, Kakarot, he growled. Goku looked at him, and for the first time there was a hint of interest. Vegeta. A small smirk formed on his face. Finally. Someone worth testing. Vegeta stepped forward, cracking his knuckles. Testing? He scoffed. Don't flatter yourself. I'm here to put you down. Goku's aura flared slightly. I'd like to see you. Try. The ground beneath them began to break apart as both their energies clashed without even moving. Gohan backed away slightly, breathing hard. Vegeta, be careful. He's not... I know exactly what he is, Vegeta snapped. His eyes never left Goku. He's a problem. A brief silence filled the air. Then boom, Vegeta charged first, faster than light. His fist aimed straight for Goku's face, but Goku didn't move. At the last second, he caught it, effortlessly. The impact froze the air around them. Vegeta's eyes widened. Impossible. Goku tightened his grip slightly and smiled. Too slow. Crack. Vegeta's arm twisted unnaturally as Goku slammed him into the ground, the entire lookout shaking from the force. "Vegeta!" Gohan shouted. But it didn't stop there. Goku lifted him up again and drove him down a second time. Harder. The platform began to collapse beneath them. Vegeta coughed, blood dripping from his mouth, but he still smirked. Good," he muttered. "This is what I wanted." Goku paused for a second, looking down at him. "You're enjoying this?" Vegeta's eyes burned with pride. "I'd rather die fighting you at your worst than live in your shadow." For a brief moment, Goku just stared at him. Then his expression hardened. "Then die." His hand began to glow with dark energy. Gohan's heart dropped. "No, stop." He rushed forward, but he was too late. The energy in Goku's hand surged, and everything went silent. For a single second, everything stopped. No sound, no movement, no breath. Gohan's eyes were locked on Goku's glowing hand, that dark energy growing more unstable by the moment. It didn't shine like normal ki. It consumed the light around it. And Vegeta, he didn't move, didn't struggle, didn't even try to escape. He just stared up at Goku with that same stubborn pride burning in his eyes. "Go on," Vegeta muttered, his voice weak but fearless. "Show me how far you've fallen." Goku's expression didn't change, but his hand trembled just slightly. And in that tiny moment, "Dot!" Gohan's scream tore through the silence. Not as a fighter, not as a warrior, but as a son. Something about that voice. It reached somewhere deep, somewhere buried. Goku's eyes flickered for an instant. A memory of Gohan as a child laughing and running toward him, calling him Dad with that same warmth. The dark energy in his hand wavered. Vegeta noticed it instantly. He smirked weakly. "Still in there. Aren't you, Kakarot?" Goku's grip tightened again. And just like that, the moment was gone. His face went cold. Pathetic! Boom! The energy fired! A massive blast swallowed Vegeta completely, tearing through the sky above the lookout and splitting the clouds across the horizon. Gohan froze. "No!" The light faded slowly. Smoke filled the air. And then, a body dropped from the sky, crashing hard onto the broken remains of the lookout. "Vegeta!" Gohan rushed forward and dropped to his knees beside him. Vegeta wasn't moving. His armor was shattered, his body burned, blood covering the ground. He was breathing, barely. "He's alive," Gohan whispered. "He's still—" "Not for long." Gohan looked up. Goku was already walking toward them, calm, unhurried. Gohan's fear turned into anger instantly. "Stop!" His power exploded. The ground shattered as a golden aura burst around him, lightning crackling violently. "You're not touching him again!" Goku stopped and for the first time looked interested. "That's more like it." Gohan disappeared and reappeared in front of him, slam. A punch hit Goku's face. The impact echoed across the sky. Goku slid back slightly, just a few inches. Gohan stood shaking. "I won't let you do this." Goku slowly turned his head, and then he smiled. "Good, show me." In an instant, they clashed. Boom. The sky exploded with energy as they fought at impossible speed. Shockwaves destroyed what remained of the lookout. Gohan attacked with rage and desperation. "You're not my dad anymore." Goku blocked effortlessly. Exactly, he struck back, crack, Gohan's ribs broke. Gohan coughed but kept fighting. Goku caught his arm, too emotional, and crushed it. Gohan screamed. Then a knee to the stomach sent him crashing down. Goku appeared above him and slammed him into the ground again. Boom. Gohan lay in the crater, barely moving. Goku descended slowly. "You had potential. More than me." "Then why?" Gohan whispered. Goku looked at him. Because strength is the only truth," he raised his hand. "If you can't protect something, it doesn't deserve to exist." Gohan closed his eyes. "That's not strength." A voice suddenly echoed. "Goku, stop this right now." Chi-Chi appeared in the sky, trembling but determined. "What do you think you're doing?" Gohan shouted, "Mom, no!" Goku stared at her. Long silence. Then he lowered his hand. Hope appeared. "Goku, please." Chi-Chi said softly. Goku spoke. You're right. Relief. This isn't me anymore. Hope grew. Then he raised his hand again instantly. And fired. A dark beam shot straight toward Chi-Chi. My mom! The beam cut through the sky like it had already decided her fate. No hesitation. No warning. Just destruction. Mom! Gohan's scream came too late. The blast swallowed Chi-Chi completely. Her voice, her presence, everything. Gone in a flash of dark light that didn't explode. Didn't scatter. It simply erased. The sky fell silent again. Too silent. Gohan's body froze. His eyes stayed locked on the empty space where she had been just a second ago. I no see, or his voice barely came out. No. His hand started shaking uncontrollably. This wasn't like before. This wasn't a fight. This wasn't an accident. This was a